Oh, yo, he's got like that Shinsuke Nakamura hair going on, dude.
Yeah. He's got the. I
Yeah.
love the hentai though in the background though. We
Yeah, the
love
hentai in the background is what I was going to talk about next. I'm glad we both noticed that, Mike.
that. Yeah,
What's
bro.
your favorite piece of hentai? What's your favorite art piece you got back there?
The one with the vagina.
The one with the vagina.
Vagina. I lost a lot of weight, but I got extra skin, and now my neck looks like a vagina. You remember Austin Powers Gold member with Fat
Yeah,
Bastard?
dude.
Oh my god, yo. But we got Ziploc Fresher in the cut, and we got Dead Internally in the cut. Ziploc, what you been going through lately? How you been?
I've been pretty good. I've been better in my other times of life. But I'm sober. I'm 30 days sober from alcohol today, so that's pretty good.
Right on, man. That's awesome,
Hey,
man.
yeah. But it's one day at a time. I've been working pretty heavily. Got like 2 days off the past like 21 days. So it's not stopped because like idle hands are the devil's workshop. So the more I work, the more I feel like more motivated to make music that means something rather than just throwing things together.
Your graveyard beats are fucking beautiful, yo. Like the one Riser kind of put me onto them. Shouts out Riser, my Lithuanian prince of the
Oh yeah.
serpents. And also the smoked out beat was fucking good. And I
Oh
sampled
fuck yeah.
that,
Thank
remixed
you.
it. I loved
Fire.
it.
Heard that too.
Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just fucking been putting stuff together, and then I've been remembering what I've been writing so I could perform them live. So I went on Facebook today and performed Whole Lot, which is on my SoundCloud right now. It's the first song that you'll see on the Spotlight, 5 of the 5 tracks.
With Boz.
It's yeah, well, bars, and it's like the hook is literally like, there's a whole lot of things that I like to digress. No, this music's not a scene for me, just to impress. Had a lot of things done to me. I failed to dissect. Now I have a grinding mind state, to say the less. So it like goes all perfect to that beat, and it's pretty sick. And then I got like the first 2 verses memorized, so then I could do it verbatim. And it's like, I don't know, just more meaningful words. But I wrote that while I was in quarantine, so I was still like kind of drinking and stuff. But it happened before that incident ended up in an acute psychiatric hospital. Basically, it was like, attempted suicide. So I was put on a suicide watch, and then that's why I was in the hospital. And then I had to get out because they put me on medicine, and I felt normal for once, like normal from.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling normal. Yeah, I know what you mean. I felt that before. I've been on meds before. Yeah, I know that. Have you? I have a question though. Have you ever called the hotline though? Because I recently did that.
Yeah, that's how I got picked up. Because I had hurt myself, called the hotline, then 5 cops came and picked me up. I was at Drac's house at the time. And then they came through and put me in the hospital and put me on like a 24-hour watch. And then they put me through to Las Vegas, and then I was there for like 10 days. So it was like 11 days basically. And then by the 11th day I got out, I was like way different. I mean, I'm still in that mental state of awareness rather than being in a struggle, feeling like I can't help myself. But when you learn the steps of addiction, 12 steps especially, like you learn that you're powerless over your addiction. So once you understand your life has become unmanageable due to your addictions. So for me, it's alcoholism. I literally got evicted. I lost my house. I fucking lost 98% of my stuff. All my shit's gone. All I have is my laptop, and I just got a brand new phone. So, I mean, everything is a gaining opportunity rather than, a door getting shut and me just giving up on life and shit. The more I stay sober, like the more opportunity I see. And then not only that, my like writing is more clearer, and it's not all like blinded with what I can be. What I learned in rehab is like, check this out. So your dreams are like hot air, and it's like steam dissolving in the air when you're like drinking and shit, because you're like, I have all these aspirations and dreams, and especially when I drink, I have a tendency to think of these things and they never happen. And so it's like that cold weather creating that hot air to dissolve, and I can't get them back because I just continue to drink. So if I'm sober, then those dreams start to, come back, and it's not cold outside. And so the weather is always warm, so I always, be aspirating instead of dissolving what I can consciously become.
A day sober is a fuzzy, warm day. Now, dead internally, I'd like to ask you: have you ever called the hotline as well?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like why you've mainly your whole life mainly because remember that one time, you've been sober. Like, talk about why your choice to do that.
Yeah, I'm a straight edge artist. Straight edge when you prefer to have a sober mind. You prefer to go out of things where you don't want to get addicted to things, because people go down spirals when they get addicted. So my dad overdosed on heroin, so I totally feel you, Ziploc, man. Totally,
Yeah.
it's understandable. Just because I'm not an addict doesn't mean I don't understand it. My mom is shit; she's an addict, but I'm not saying that you're any of that. You're trying to recover. My family,
Yes.
they just can't. They don't get it, So I feel you on that, 100%. It really speaks to me, and it's good that you're trying to get help and shit. It's a good thing, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's interesting how things in our life have take control of us and dictate our life. I would like to ask Ziploc, and then I'll ask that internally. Ziploc, what's something that has taken control of you for the better?
For the better, gratitude.
Mm.
It's not really like being humble about things, being thankful about things that I have. Like at least like my neighbors are thoughtful enough to allow me to stay with them. I have a little height of bed, so I like just make my bed every day. I'm thankful, I got food to eat. Uh, and it pushes me forward because every day I have another chance to live instead of killing myself. And the poison that I was ingesting was the alcohol, so I have more of a chance to survive rather than the chance to fight later on. Harder than I usually, harder than I normally should.
That's beautiful, man. And what about you, internally? What has taken control of your life for the better?
Definitely, like music as a whole, really has been what's keeping me up. And with me not being on my medication anymore and everything, that change, that change of mindset, and everything from getting off my meds, and I can now fully work on my mental health, and I'm now more aware of my mental health problems. So I'm able to, like see like more clear to me and more clarity. So it's easier to work on things.
I thought the
Yeah,
answer would
and
be
music.
big anime titties.
Sure. Let's
But
go with that.
that's my answer. Okay, no, but I would like to ask I would like to ask Zip, and then I'll ask Dead Turley again. Zip, what's your favorite plugin to use on FL?
I like Convolver
Ooh, why's that?
because when you click right, the button arrow that goes right, then it goes to blur pink or blur white. What you do is on equalizer, you turn the volume or the structure of that down halfway, so then it cuts back a little more of the reverb, but it shows a lot of reverb. It's perfect for harmonizations of synthesizers and like things that have a high pitch that you can't really compress, and it's hard to really cut down on the distortion sound that it creates and overpowers the bass sometimes. So what you do is you use the convolver, and it'll reverb it, like it stretches it out like Poltergeist when the baby's talking through the TV. It sounds like that. So when you
Yeah.
make like voices and shit, it makes the trippiest fuck sounding. But that's what I do. That's my favorite thing. But I use that, and then I use all types of things. It just depends on what you're working with. Like with basses, I use like four different sounds. Like I use the parametric equalizer. I use two of those, and then I use Maximus, and then I use fast distortion.
I've been using the blood distorter. I forget what that's called.
Blood Overdrive.
Yeah, Riser put me onto that, and I used it in a beat I made with him where we sampled 21 Savage and Moneybagg Yo. We sample like fucking a bunch of shit on it, and it's gonna. Eamon's I think laying down his verse on that too, as well as Nikki. Eventually I'll get you or Dead Turley on that, but yeah, like Riser really put me onto that. Now Dead Turley, I asked the same question: what presets are you loving to be using?
Well, for like presets.
Or plugins. That's what I meant.
Plugins.
Or presets.
Okay, so it's not an EQ, it's that blue thing, EQ, UA, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. The preset I like on that because I only like the little preset thing to make my mix wider is the stereo separation. It really looks, puts it focuses on the compressed mix and makes it wider, like more stereo separate. Freaking makes the mix way wider, and I really like that sound. And then most of my other plugins though are all third party. I don't really do presets. I do everything from scratch for each song. Another good plugin that's third party though is Infinite EQ by Slate Digital. That is a equalizer that you can put infinite amount of bands on it. So instead of having like limited to 7 bands or limited to 100 bands, you just keep adding bands and filter out whatever the hell you want.
That's crazy. Like a studio and shit.
Well, yeah, I work at a studio. That's my job.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he's really putting in that work, like working for a studio, and that his brother is setting up. And I'm really like proud to see fucking Charles do that shit. Like I work at fucking UPS, yo. Like I'm only able to do this on my own time, but occasionally I get the late night 12 a.m. session where I'm really in that driver's seat 5 a.m. tunnel vision mode. I want to ask you, Ziploc, and then I'll ask a similar question to Den Turley afterward. Ziploc, what mind state were you in when you were making the Graveyard songs? Because those were beautiful.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember when I dropped them. Is they're like right when I got back, right?
Think so, yeah. Within the past couple weeks.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it was the day that I got back is when I started dropping them, and I made. Wait, did the Yodel beat come out before or after?
Before.
Okay, yeah, so it was like recovery. It was happiness and positivity. But it was like a release of death because I was rebirthing. That was the concept. That's why there was a lot of birds, phoenixes. That was a representation of rebirth.
Yes, the phoenix, exactly. Shit, man, that's good. Now, I want to ask that internally because he's working. Is it released or is it almost released? Dread 2, the sequel to the album that dropped last year, and I have a CD of that somewhere. Now, I want to ask you, what mind state were you when you're working on that album? If you're still working on that, describe the mindset of going into that. I'm gonna find the CD.
So Dread 2 is not finished. It's still in the works. I have all the beats for all the songs already made.
That's awesome.
Not all of them have lyrics. Not all of them are fully mixed and mastered. But the idea, the track list, that's all finished. It's still in the works. That's why I don't have a release. Let's see. The mindset. So I usually try to go off of like Dread 1, like the same kind of vibe, but have it way like more of that vibe, but plus better mixing and mastering, plus, basically take all the good things that Dread 1 had and then amplify that and then make everything just add a bunch of other better shit I learned on the way. Um, it's gonna be very rap based, just like Dread One was. But it's gonna be very emotional, kind of like emo funk. But even though I did sell that idea, but yeah, like that. So
And that's crazy. You're talking about how your mixing and mastering is like how it's better than lasting because I mean I remember like last year you were a poster boy for fucking really good mixing and mastering. I used to get you to mix for fucking Tex. Like that's like you were someone I would usually get to mix for someone else, and seeing you evolve with that, you said this yourself. You're Picasso with the mixing, like
yeah, it's unique how I do it. But for me, it's also like I don't always mix correctly because sometimes I'm not in the right mindset to make a good mix. And then for me, it's not just I don't always put I sometimes get lazy with my mixes. That's only for my personal tracks. For everyone else's tracks, I make sure it sounds good. For my own songs, I don't really care about myself sometimes, so I kind of just get lazy with it. Like don't put high pass on certain vocals, and it just comes out shit. And then I release it like a dumbass.
I would say that you kind of saved yourself with this one song we did, Menace. Dead Boy John really did good on it, and Neverman did good on it. Your verse was good. It was very on beat. It was really well rhymed, but the mixing was a bit awkward because of the I don't know how to describe it. The mixing was a little awkward now, but the delivery was perfect.
I think I used a automatic doubler, and I should have just layered down my vocals because I get lazy. Like I said, I get lazy with the mix.
Yeah, no, but the beat was fucking. That was all you. I had to kind of chop it up and screw it, whatever the fuck, because I had to shorten it up because some people's verses were like too short, so I had to do some fucking different shit to make it. But like that was still like you saved yourself with that fucking beat. But I had a question though. That one song where you're singing and shit over my guitar beat. What's the progress with that, Charles?
Which one? I don't remember.
When I came over.
Huh?
When I came over, though, guitar.
Shit. I forgot about that one. You need to send it to me again.
I posted a video of us making it on TikTok, and it got some good traction. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man.
Now I want to talk about your song that hit 200,000 streams. Like what went into that, and what's the emotions behind that? Because that's hella personal to you.
So I was very just out of it when I heard that Lil Bo Weep died. I was already getting really stressed out, and then I hear that because I knew her before she really started making music. Like I knew her online to start off, but this is before music, before she started. I remember she dropped her first track when she first dropped her first track. I saw her get successful. I've been to one of her shows, like shit like that, It's crazy. I met her at a show once, but I was also very out of it and like delusional. So with the sometimes my stories weren't adding up, just because I was just so fucking out of it, so depressed. But basically, she was a good friend of mine, mostly online friend. And I got a call from her estate and through Instagram, and basically they told me that because I've been like warning about her, promoting that like I knew her, I guess, but like not in like want attention for that, more just like a grief.
Yeah.
Let people know that I was grieving. And so when they saw that, they messaged me and called me. And so basically, but the unfortunate thing is another artist had taken that same song and then put false copyright on it. And then there's a big lawsuit that happened. And basically,
yeah.
But that song is not, I do not have the rights to that song either because I'm donating all my earnings to the state. That should technically get some earnings, but I said no. I said, you guys get 100% of the earnings because I don't want to be taking money from someone who's dead. It's a respect thing. Especially because I knew her as a friend. I don't want to take that's their money. That's their family's grief. That's really important. And it's really unfortunate that that artist like just basically wanted to clout chase off of someone who died. And that's really unfortunate because I was the artist that was supposed to get that song done. And now the fucking song looks all weird and other people are trying to put copyright on it. It's this big old deal and as long as they're getting money from me, that's all that matters.
The estate, yeah, that's good. That's hella like, that's good that you did that. Like like that's hella respect, bro. Hella respect to you for that. Now, Ziploc, I want to ask you, when did you start working with Chirish? My bad, DJ Chirish.
Bro, I know him since like 2014.
That's your jit. That's your slime?
Yeah, that's my homie. I know him for a minute, dog. And me, him, Nemesis, we have formed Fluid Click. He's a part of like a Chronic Cartel. Me and Nemesis is a part of Chronic Cartel.
Like, I gave the Chronic Cartel CD to someone as a Valentine's Day gift. Just saying, big fan of Chronic Cartel. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, fucking. Nah, I've been his homie for a minute. That's what I was gonna go live with when I said I was gonna go move to Michigan.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, you did. And he told me about that on the show. He kind of mentioned, he was like, "Yeah, bro, I think Zip should chill with me, man. Yeah. We could create so much good shit." He was telling me.
That's a homie that I was gonna go move out with Michigan.
That's dope. Would you still consider that?
It's in the air right now, but I'm like trying to focus out here in AZ because where I'm working right now, I'm working like 6 days a week, and it's guaranteed like this for like the summertime because it gets so busy out here.
That's good though. Like, what type of job you got right now?
I'm doing dishwashing. Honestly, it's a lot of hard work, but everybody's eating food. You don't stop eating.
There we go, bro. It's good that you're working so much. Like, it's really, it's fucking. We have to do that. Like we're grinding. We fucking grinding now. I just want to ask Charles though, like what music you been listening to personally? Like just new shit that you fucking with lately.
To be honest, I've been listening to a lot of people I work with.
Like who?
Like Iceberg Black. I've been listening to a lot of him. People from HHM, Hellhound Militia, like Witch House.
Who's Reptilian God Mana in?
Huh?
What group is Reptilian God Mana in?
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
But he's pretty big, right? Because he's rap. Eamon got a feature with him on one of my beats.
Oh, really?
That's and cool. It's been worked on for a while now, and it's finished, and it's gonna be on one of Eamon's new project.
Wow, that's awesome. That's super awesome.
Yeah.
When I heard about him, Iceberg Black, because they did a song a long time ago, and when they drop that song, Iceberg Black was way more popular than Reptilian God Mana. But when he like just started though, so it made sense. But his music was like amazing, like from the get go. That's why I really like that artist. But it's weird because like when he first started, he did like the phonk stuff and everything, like in dark trap, and he did all that. But he was still trying to find his style when I was hearing about him. Because I heard him try to do some funny shit at the same time, trying to do some dark shit. And now he just has one style, and I think that's good. Because he found his playing, but it's always mixed the same. It's an amazing mix and master. He's a really good artist. I have no idea what country he's from.
Nah, yeah. When I heard him rapping on my beat, that shit was fucking real good. Now, but I want to ask you, Zip, what music you been fucking with?
Motherfucking Moneybag Yo.
Yeah, bro, fuck it, yeah. I just sampled that. Me and Riser just sampled that motherfucker, yo. He's fire, yo.
Hell yeah, dog. Fucking that song Scorpio's pretty fucking fire. It's a little love song, but it's sick. A little heartbreak love song, but it's not really heartbreak. It just talks about how his girl's a hoe, but at least it's his hoe. Even if she's a hoe, it's okay. I don't even know how to explain it, but
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
yeah, but DMX is in the hook, and that's pretty sick. They were able to sample DMX in the, and then also Ashante plays in the hook too. I also been listening to like Ghost. You ever heard of Ghost?
Like
Nah,
the band, the
Yeah,
band.
the band Ghost.
that's
Yeah,
fire.
it's like old school, like rock metal kind of stuff.
Hell yeah, he said he described it old school rock metal.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's how we explain to people like because they hear it, dude. I swear, I was playing it at work the other day, and this dude's all, man, I remember listening to this when I was a kid in the '70s. I was like, that's a motherfucking lie. This shit came out last year or like 3 months
yeah,
ago. That's what it was. I was
yeah.
like,
Ah,
that's it. It was
So
funny as shit.
it's style,
Ziploc. I
yeah.
want to ask, do you know Madball?
No.
Ah, never mind. Yeah, I gotta show you that shit. Yeah. But now, and I want to ask Dead internally, who's someone that you listen to that's new that sounds like it's a very old artist, any genre.
It's a really fucking hard question. I listen to a lot of different kinds of people, so let me think. I feel like some I'm not too sure who I would describe, but maybe like Zach Rabbit. Zach Rabbit. I feel like
Yeah, yeah, bro, yeah. Holy shit.
he keeps the whole vintage old school fucking aesthetic shit with his music. I love it, bro.
Him and
It's so
DJ
good.
Six, like who he's fucking.
Yeah. But he's more of like a DJ producer.
And they did that Suicide Boys sample way better. The This Is an Apparently Possible sample. They did that shit way better, yo. Fuck the boys, yo. Like, I mean, I'll be listening to Suicide Boys, but Zach Rabbit did it better, yo.
Yeah, man.
I would say
Rabbit.
MC Holocaust, yo. That's my answer.
Hell
Yeah.
Play of Misery. What about you, Zip?
I listen to all them cats, fool. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, like, what's a newer artist that sounds very old? Do you listen to?
No, I sounded like a cocky asshole. My bad. No, some I don't know. Hold up. I was thinking of something. Let's see.
I'm gonna add Lil Kane to mine. Shouts out Lil Kane, big fan.
That's fucking fire. Fuck.
You guys know who the Menace is?
Dude, I just listened to a song produced by him, yo. Oh, what was that shit called? I just posted it. Oh yeah, Dreddy Franks and D. No. That's DJ JT. Fuck.
Yeah, the Menace is like an old school artist from Doom Shop. He ain't in it no more, but he's a homie in California. His name's Kevin, not Kevin Creep, but
Shouts out Kevin the Creep. Big
yeah,
fan.
shouts out Kevin the Creep. I know Tyrus White is pretty sick. He's an old school Doom Shop. 6 set.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfucking. What about Baker? Baker, 10 Gauge, or Hydra, a Devilish Trio.
Shouts out to them, yeah. I'm trying to find this one song I was listening to.
I wouldn't consider Devilish Trio really that old school though, to be honest. Not personally.
Some of the shit, like Twisted Outlook, that's really good.
Some of it, yeah, but it's a
Well, like,
modern take.
Fire in My Gin is a good example, but that's way more Soulze. Like Soulze is the best at capturing the old school shit.
But I feel like that's all evolved. It's like, you know, because we're talking about artists that sound like they're vintage, not just evolved from that same style.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
different. Yeah.
Yeah, like MC Holocaust, he intentionally mixes his shit like shit.
Yeah.
You know, like in a good way. You know, in a good way where it reverses itself and makes fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Now, I just want to ask each person that is on the show, what do you have planned that's going to be released before we wrap this up? I'll start with Ziploc.
I'm working on 2 songs right now. One's about 12 steps and 12 traditions, and the other one about people thinking that actions are gonna hurt me like their words do, but in fact, the only thing that could hurt me is myself.
Shit. That's good. Now, what about you, Dead and Charlie?
I'm working on the next 2 songs I need recorded. New tracks. I'm not gonna be doing that the studio for your project.
And then obviously finishing Dread 2.
Yeah, I'm finishing Dread 2, but we already talked about that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show, both of y'all, and let me know if you got any shout outs or announcements before we wrap this up.
I got 30 days sobriety from alcohol today, so I gotta go get my 30-day chip. Other than that, y'all, stay positive. Past become things as believe receive. When you wake up, feel fantastic. Don't just say you're fantastic, because you gotta taste it inside your soul.
Taste it like some fucking chocolate, yo.
Like pudding. You gotta penetrate that pudding daily.
Penetrate that pudding, just like the Russian bitches. You know what I'm saying? Penetrate the Russians.
Oh yeah, any day above ground's good to me, if you know what I mean.
Fuck yeah, bro. Peace out.
Later.